Hello and welcome to Beyond a Steel Sky. My name's Vivasta. Normally I do content in German, my mother tongue, but because I will probably move to Ireland in 2 years of time for a whole year to study, I thought it would be fitting and very good for me to practice if I made some videos in English. And because I don't want to be uncomfortable, I turned off my webcam, and I also do not stream. I am recording and I will upload to YouTube. Normally I prefer streaming because I get feedback right away, but it can also feel very lonely if nobody's in chat. So I chose to pre-record and upload to YouTube, probably uncut, to upload to YouTube so that I can see what kind of feedback I get, and so that it feels like I'm just on my own, playing as I normally would. So let's start going into the options because the game is still in German. I just realized. I am very confused. I'm sorry. Yes, there we go. Now you can understand what you're reading. Subtitles are on, cinematic and narration. I did not turn on the developer commentary because I thought it's probably going to be a little bit of an interruption. It might be a cool thing if you're playing on your own and you don't think too much, you just want to hear some more commentary, but because I'm playing on my own and I play blindly, I don't want any commentary to disturb my thoughts about what's going on in this game, and the thoughts that I would normally have quietly in my head I'm going to share with you today. So that is why I'm going to talk. We're going to start a new game and I'll shut up.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh, old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you
machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them! I told them there were demons stalking the dark!
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people. Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Okay, just a second. I'm gonna press escape so that we're clear. So the backstory we got about his nightmare he had, that was actually the story of the game Beneath a Steel Sky, which was released in 1995, I believe. I actually have that game as well, but it is very old and therefore the controls are a little bit wonky and a little bit annoying. And I tried playing it yesterday and I started it, and everything he told basically was what I knew, except the fact that he left Joey in that city and told him to restore the city and make people happy. But that I kind of figured, because as soon as you went to that city, you were dropped there, you still had the motherboard of Joey, and you put it in a vacuum robot just to have Joey back, and would upgrade him time and time again. And he would say, why should we return? It is so nice here. Because in the gap there is a lot of sand, as you could see, and he didn't like, which kind of reminded me of Star Wars, the sand getting into his gears and stuff. So yeah, that kind of reminded me of Star Wars. It was really cute. So I don't really know the whole backstory. It kind of, in the game there was Link, Linc, which was an AI which basically steered the whole city, the whole of Union City, which apparently you're going to find out how it works, what it is, where it comes from when you play the game. And you also find out where our character, Foster, I forgot his first name, but Foster, where he comes from actually. Because in the first game he was being abducted by people from Union City. And they also thought he was a person called Overman. So yeah, that is kind of to the backstory. I don't know why they thought he was Overman. I kind of figured or thought that maybe that was his father that died in another helicopter crash. He had two in his life. The first helicopter crash, he landed in the Gap and lost his parents, and the second one, he landed in Union City. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a mess. I didn't really explain very clearly how this story works out, but I tried my best. I'm very sorry, I just woke up an hour ago and my voice is still very raspy, so I might have to clear my throat a few times. So yeah, I thought probably Overman must be a person that looks similar to him, so maybe his father, and people thought he didn't die, he just got missing and he did some bad things. So he got, yeah, they searched for Overman, but clearly Foster wasn't Overman. But yeah, I don't know what Overman or Link is all about. Maybe we're gonna find traces of the previous story. But yeah, and I also see in our inventory something that I had inside my inventory for the first game. Interestingly enough, I couldn't access it from my inventory in the previous game, the crowbar. But I got searched at one point and the person said, "You have a crowbar with you? Why do you have that?" And I was like, "What? Which crowbar?" And Foster just replied that he just it's his lucky crowbar or something like that. I think it was his lucky crowbar. A carbon steel crowbar with a swan neck. Then he has a pie, the remains of Anita's delicious pie. It's probably pork or something pie because we're in Australia. And as I figured, the finger of one of the quote-unquote people that abducted the son of a friend, it's mechanical. So they were androids. Android finger, an elegantly engineered mechanical finger recently detached from its owner. Okay, we have hints. I lost the stalker's tracks. What do I do next? We have our controls. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've told you quite a lot about what I know about this game yet. I really liked that the video sequences still looked exactly the same, like a comic. Of course, the first game.
To speak to the girl.
Of course, the first game was very pixelated, so it didn't look like a comic. It just looked like a regular old pixelated game, adventure game. I really like that he is kind of like a narrator, and I saw that box. I needed to talk to the girl, like a comic, but narrated from the future. That's very interesting, very, very interesting. And I like the fact that the game looks like a comic itself. It just binds it all together. It all makes much more sense in the concept of it all. I really hope that we have a steady frame rate, but we'll see.
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
What an idiot. What an idiot! She was almost done with that device. She probably would have revived him or something like that. Ooh. I'm very sorry. When Foster is close enough, the reticule will animate. Click the left mouse button to call up the interact menu. Use the mouse cursor to highlight a menu option and click the left mouse button to select it. Oh, I can put it in my inventory, but I don't...
Gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily.
I'm not going to put a gang bird in my inventory, right? Oh, I can use things with it. Can I use the pie? Oh yeah, makes sense. So now I can look at the man closely. Much more closely. But he looks very long dead already. I don't think she was going to resurrect him. Something like that. Maybe take DNA from him or something like that. Or does he have a chip in his hand? I don't know. Let's examine the body.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days.
Yes, very obviously.
The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back. Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Interesting. So we're back to Union City. I thought maybe it might be a different city because the logo didn't look familiar to me. they had a security logo before, but that one looked different. It had a big S on it. There's still one thing that I wonder about, and that is due to the fact that I did not find out where our dear Foster is coming from. And that is the fact that he has an American accent, while everyone around here has an Australian accent because we are in Australia. While the people in the city kind of didn't sound as much of outback Australians, but more like British Australians. Weirdly enough.
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
She sounds like she's from Boston or something. The droids really also always sound American. Joey was definitely American by his accent. Missing kid.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
Of course. What else should I do? Stalker?
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
2CU?
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. So
Registration.
how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What is Minos?
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything?
Oh, the new Link.
That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
Okay, U-chip. What is a U-chip?
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
I think I know what she was doing. I suggested that she was taking DNA or a chip. Probably because that droid is holding up a sign with a hand. Probably for stop, but maybe they got the chip inside the hand, the U-chip. Maybe she was trying to steal the U-chip so that she doesn't have to go through registration? So where's that immigration terminal?
How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated by these signs. Soon as
See?
you're registered, you can access the Minos devices.
There's two different hands. There's one with those weird circles, which makes me assume that that's where you're gonna get the chip
Bye for now.
implanted in.
Pleasure.
So she was trying to steal that one. Can I run? I can jog. Okay. There's the hands. Can I go over here on this playground? It looks really cute. Look at this. Look at this playground. Can I go on the swing? think my ass is too fat. Oh! A roundabout.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Can I push it? Oh, it's stuck. A gap
Hey,
kid.
kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Oh,
Thanks, kid.
that was mean.
The
Roundabout.
roundabout is stuck.
I know. It's a sit about. Can you fix it?
I can take a look, but no guarantees.
Probably with a crowbar. Pixel.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
The stalker,
Did a
maybe?
vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
The names Pixel and Voxel kind of remind me of the WarioWare games. Because there's 12-bit and 16-bit. I think it was those names. I don't really remember. Whatever. Might be different for the different languages. Voxel.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
So I have to repair.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12? How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
See you around.
Call it if you need...
Okay, so... Can I...
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Oh, the chain. Does that work? I don't know. Let's try. It did work!
Push me.
Okay, I'm gonna push you.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
Push me.
Seriously, I have to push you 30 times till you tell me? Okay.
Hey, me.
What do you need, mister?
What's
Monster?
this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
This vehicle, it had legs instead of wheels.
Vehicles don't have legs, though.
This one did. Your brother saw a monster, right? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh.
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longlegs.
No. That your brother's monster was actually...
A very small daddy longlegs, but very close to him.
No.
I caught a daddy longlegs once. What was your question?
Gosh darn.
Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man, why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
Okay.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
I mean, he was
What
inside
about
the
anything
vehicle.
suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid.
Okay.
What do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe way over that way by the old burnt-down radio tower. But it's like so boring there. We come here for the action.
I can see why. What's wrong with Voxel?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Okay, thank
Call it if you need anything.
A bench in the garden. So the garden is probably that direction for the registration. Now let's talk to this
I
Gab
recognized the
kid.
girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. It was the girl I'd seen earlier.
Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh.
The
I
chip.
trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city.
That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now, excuse me.
So
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT. Data transfer tool.
Yeah.
Deed.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
What were you doing out there in the desert?
Only now, Big Steve has my deet, and ipso facto,
okay,
the
I
ID.
can. Doesn't get grayed out. Okay.
I'm looking for a boy named Milo who might have come through here recently.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
That is true.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No, this one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to turn off my notifications. Anything Important. Okay. Nothing. U-chip.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the deep for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price.
Yeah.
Okay. Missing kid.
Are you sure you haven't seen a young boy?
Kinda hard to get lost in a crowd here. This place ain't exactly Aspiration Plaza. So no, I haven't seen your kid.
Tell me about this deed.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap them. At least I did until Big Steve grabbed it.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside. Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deed, that is.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Okay,
Anytime.
so I have to
wait,
trade
no.
with her to
Come
get
back
that
if you want to talk
ID.
business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed
Maybe
pretty
she's
normal.
gonna give it to me if I get back her deed.
The gangs look mean and ugly.
Yeah. Or maybe I have to get back her deed and then...
How can I be of assistance?
No. You cannot be. Just leave me alone. Oh, a old link terminal.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link,
Do they still work?
the evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother.
Does it still work?
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
I mean, if they ripped out its innards, why didn't they just rip it out completely?
It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention. There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence?
So we shouldn't touch that, because in the previous game, you could die. So I think you can die here too, probably?
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didnn't have one.
I will show you a custom message.
I need the U-chip. I know. I know.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it too.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin' Trying being the operative word.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinched something of yours?
No, he was kidnapped from a nearby village.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
What was that you said about other missing kids?
Nothing specific.
Go on, try me.
Oh, just rumors. Voices on the wind, campfire tales. One man's kidnapping is another man's wandered off and fell down an hole, says I. No kids round here. Oh, except those young bucks over yonder. Sorry I can't help.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Your name is W?
Well, some of it.
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
Until I get the old boy back up and running, absolutely nothing. Old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
When the power cell is working, what are you hauling then?
Mini Ks. Artisanal, organic, handcrafted protein cylinders. At least that's what it says on the packet.
Sounds expensive.
Doesn't it? Between you and me, they're just knackworth sausages. But these city folk love a tagline.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully.
Oh, okay.
Step 1, give the bumper a wallop.
A wallop.
Step 2, do a little jig.
A jig.
Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop,
Okay.
jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad.
Wallop.
And remember the order.
Jig. Pull. Jerk hard. That's what he said. Okay.
He's seeing you.
Aye.
I probably have to remember that because it was a dialogue option now.
There was
So
a
I wrote
strange
down.
smell, and it was...
Yeah, it's coming from the truck.
I reminded myself of the collective noun. A murder of gangs.
I've nothing to...
The gangs clearly weren't scared of me. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Okay, so I have to find a
How
way
can I
to
help?
distract them.
One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
It's working! Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Obsworth. What can I do for you?
I don't think anyone except that other kid knows about the missing kid, or especially the stalker. Joey.
Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, was magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend.
Hobsworth?
So what's your deal, Hobsworth?
Oh, that's his name.
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Okay. Stalker. I don't think he's seen the stalker.
See you around.
Oh, let me thank you properly. Give me a hand.
Okay.
Where?
Oh, I forgot. You're from the Gap.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you don't have a U-chip, so I can't give you any kudos.
Well, your heartfelt thanks is enough for me.
Keep a smile on your face.
Okay, that one's the bird that has...
One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest.
That's the deed.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Okay. So let's... Hello, can you please not? Please stay.
How can I help?
Shut up. That would help. If you'd shut up. Can this bird please get back down here? Okay. I'm just gonna try and use something out of my inventory with it. Probably the finger. No! Freaking bird! Doesn't stop. Come on. I'm just gonna go back here. Same way I approached him before.
How can I help?
He doesn't even let me near him now. Okay. I'm just gonna get that freaking chip now. Which I can probably not do much with, but...
Didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
Shut up. I just... this droid following me is so annoying. Okay, that is the direction.
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Yes.
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den.
Okay.
Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions.
About the monster.
I wanted to ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
I was not supposed
Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
So it seems like Milo isn't the only kid that got put in that stalker.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Thanks. What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster, but you can have it.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster.
I'm
But
probably gonna
cover
throw
your
it at the
ears.
birds. Oh, and then I'm gonna take the knackwurst to get the deeds, and then I can. Now it all makes sense.
Bye.
Hey, you got anything to eat? I'm kinda hungry.
Oh, I can give it to him too.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hopsworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood.
Okay, so either I can
Oxel's
talk to
giant dog
Hopsworth.
sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates. I wondered if the citizens minded being electronically tagged with these U-chips.
So basically, I need to get this chip first, if that works.
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch!
A U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Okay, I've got a U-chip now, but it's basically empty. Does that work now?
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
Oh!
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
So Joey got killed, it seems like. And it seems the new thing, I don't remember what it's called, beginning with M. The new Link stepped into his place, and now children get adopted for some reason.
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and...
Polite apology. Minos can only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
Have a nice...
I don't think she's gonna tell me anything.
There is no other kind of day.
I don't think she's gonna tell me anything of worth. I'm gonna look at this thing. Vending machine.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
You are currently at your maximum allotted Spankles allowance. Have a nice day.
Okay. Connecting to Minos. Oh, welcome to Minos. Civic Guide. Ministry of Aspiration, helping you strive every day in every way. Here at the Aspiration Ministry, we believe that every citizen has not just a right, but a duty to strive towards reaching the bottom. To that end, we'll advise, help support your journey to achieve your Union City goals. Key to this is our world-famous kudos system of rewards, guaranteeing that every time you contribute to Union City, that moment is logged and appreciated, and reflected in your kudos statement and value. All you have to do is aspire. So, aspiration basically gives you money. Do I understand that right? So if you work hard, you get money, basically, but it's not real money. It's kudos. That's kind of what I understand. Caring for you deeply, mind and body. Here at the Wellbeing Ministry, we understand that being a good citizen and striving always for the best can sometimes come at a cost to health and well-being. That's why we're always here to engage with you, understanding and supporting your work, your relationships, your ambitions, your whole life. There is no problem so great that it cannot be soothed away with one of our unique, tailored reflection-inspired programs. Choose from an hour to a day or even a week. Whatever it takes, nothing matters more to us than just your well-being. Protecting you from cradle to grave. Here at the Safety Ministry, and that is what I was being chased after the first game. We know that security is every citizen's birthright. From the day that the council took over, your safeguarding has been our priority. We live in a dangerous world. Beyond our great city walls, the gap is living testimony to what happens when a society lacks protection. Crime is rampant. Out there, disorder, theft, violence, murder are everyday occurrences. Meanwhile, cities such as Hobart rise roughhood over cowering communities, ignoring the rule of law and accepted civilized behavior. Fortunately, here in Union City, our security services are alert to the tiniest infractions, nipping antisocial behavior in the bud and eliminating the cancer of misbehavior before it has a chance to flourish. Sounds like you have to be very careful what you say. Rest assured, our city walls are unbreachable, our police force uncorruptible, and our duty to protect you is all sacrosanct. Giving you what you want, when you want it. Here at the Plenty Ministry, we know that in a busy world you expect to have your needs and desires fulfilled, on demand. You spend a lifetime striving. The last thing you want is to spend a lifetime waiting to be rewarded. That's why we are committed to an instant supply line and a policy of ultimate fulfillment. Since the council took over running the city, we have brokered deals with suppliers across the continent to ensure that every product is the best available and every product will arrive on time, in perfect condition. Whether you are upgrading to a new apartment, configuring a next-gen droid, or just ordering tonight's easy all-you-can-eat sofa buffet, you can be assured of our 101% ultimate guarantee of quality, quantity and super service. Remember, if you're eating it, Plenty put it there. Smoothing away life's sharp edges before you even know they're there. Here at the Comfort Ministry, we keep a low profile. We like to think of ourselves as your unseen servant, delivering your personalized environment preferences wherever you go. Warming, cooling, showering, washing, cleaning, fixing, powering, polishing, just the way you want it. Our army of super blithe programmed and maintained droids ensure that every citizen, no matter how high, low or high they are, receives the comfort they deserve. Although, of course, the more kudos you have, the more comfy you're going to be. That's just the Union City way. The Ministry of Comfort, we put the comfort in the comfortable. So, I was right. Kudos is kind of like money. You're gonna get more if you have more kudos. Joey!
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. I was sure Joey would help me find Milo. If I could just get back into the city.
Okay. Another information
Welcome to the
port.
abridged audio-visual Union City Fact File. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom.
See, I knew they were
Many
British, not
citizens of Union
Australian.
City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant. This message is sponsored by the Ministry of Comfort.
Okay. And the last terminal. I'm gonna look at everything. It's probably the same thing. Welcome to Minos. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Same old, same old. Okay, I don't want to touch that thing.
How can I help?
Good. Inventory, and let's use the firecracker. Get rid of these guys. You okay? My dog behind me is doing noises. Okay, we got rid of these guys. Good that I wrote down what I have to do. Wallop, jig, pull, jerk. Perform door ritual. We do a wallop. Which is probably hitting.
Hit the bumper.
Do a jig.
These were not my best moves.
And pull the door. See? It worked. Good that I wrote that down right away. Okay, we have one mini K. Now the question is, we probably give it to the child. Talk. Talk.
Me again.
Hi.
I have...
What's this?
Mr. Hopsworth always brings... He's usually got one or two in him.
Should I ask Mr. Hobsworth?
No, don't do that. He likes sharing best when he doesn't know about it.
Okay, I have
Thanks,
to
Fox.
steal his sandwich. And I think his hut is probably hidden behind that electric fence. I just don't want to die, you know? There's the big guy. Can I sneak? He's gonna fly away right away. But I have a sausage for you. Lure. I can't even do it as quick as he flies away. Freaking annoying bitch. I'm sorry, but he's annoying. Okay. You know, I have a sausage. I have a very nice sausage for you, my guy. Please don't fly away. Look.
Come on, big fella.
Look at you. Take two.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Ah. Big Steve,
It
examine.
was Big Steve, and it still had Ember's teeth in its beak.
Maybe. Maybe we can put him against that fence, maybe. Yeah. That's mean, but it was bound to happen. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh. I thought I killed him. I didn't kill him. Okay. It's fine. We have the deed. Take. We have it. Now we just need to find out how to get into the sandwich. Because I don't know how. Hey, Ember. I have something.
Hi again.
So this deed.
Oh, it's like...
And the
Okay.
You bet.
Yeah, I have to give it to her. I
A lot
can't
of
just...
nerve
Oh,
coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My date? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The date for the ID? But
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Oh.
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then. Let's get this over with, yeah?
The hut is
Pass
where
me
I got
back
the
my
U-chip.
date, Follow me over to my workbench.
Okay.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
I probably have to put my hand there. So... Okay, I have to talk to her.
Hey, Ember.
You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yes, of course.
What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
I knew it. Interact.
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
Probably.
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Seems like something was wrong. I don't know in what way. But we'll see. Probably some things are not gonna work. There's the way they're supposed to. So let's open this door.
Graham's ID was finally starting
and
to
get
get
the
me places.
sandwich. Diagnostician console. Broken power cell.
The power cell was completely wrecked.
Okay. The sandwich. Take the sandwich. Wonderful. We have the sandwich. Scanner. Let's take the scanner. Can we scan? No, we cannot. Fan. Oh, wait. The fan? Turn off the fan. Don't think that's gonna help it. Use? Battery cells. Terminal. Closing. Status broken. Can I examine?
The console seemed specialized.
Oh. So that guy has a power cell as well? Or what is it? Can I scan things now to see if I can get a power cell from it? Or what is it telling me to do? What is it telling me to do? Because you know I need to get that truck running so that I can get into the city, because it will get out the bridge, open these pullers. Probably not gonna work on me, right?
Error. U-chip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
see.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember.
Yes, I see.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
See, I knew I was gonna get a new Sprankle. Oh, Spankle, I'm sorry. Oh, does the terminal look different now? Probably, right? Probably has more to it now. It does! Messages. City life and holoprint.
One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware wasn't going to play nice with more modern devices.
Okay, city life. Out of date. But that works still. That's good. Where's that flying droid? There, over there, okay. Let's see if I can scan her. Hello?
How can I be of assistance?
Inventory scanner? Where is it? Oh, I can't use it.
Do you drink spankles?
Droids do not require carbonated sustenance.
Right. What do they require?
Protocol, purpose, and a constant power source.
Okay, I'm just gonna give the sandwich to the little guy. He probably also wants a drink.
Me again. Can we talk some more?
Hi.
Got the
Food
sandwich.
delivery for Mr. Voxel.
Oh, yes. One of Hobsworth's city singers. Do you want my crusts?
You eat them. Warriors need their strength. Can I grab another one of those firecrackers?
Sorry, mister. That was the last one.
Do you know how I can get inside the city?
I already said. You need to get across the river and through the big doors.
This giant dog. Where did you see it?
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. I won, and he was really cross. Then, in the night, I woke up. It was totally dark. I'd heard this sound, like feet padding along the road, big feet. And then I heard screams, children's screams. I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Well,
Thanks, Fox.
Eat your sandwich. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Okay. That one is broken. To see you. Doesn't say anything. Keep clear. Bullets. Repaired the bullet. We're just kicking it. But that's it.
The power cell was completely wrecked.
What's a fan gonna do, though? I really don't know what to do. No. Do I have hints? I need to get into Union City, but my citizen ID does not work on the bridge. What do I do now? Perhaps you should speak to the person who sold you the dodgy ID. That's probably too true. Didn't think of that. I thought it was obvious because she was like, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Where is she though? Where is she? Rabbits.
Rabbits Independent Traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Where is she? She's hiding. She's over there. Running about. Hello? You freaking asshole. Talk.
Hi.
Hi again.
There's a problem with this ID you gave me. I tried the bridge, but it wouldn't let me through. Apparently my U-chip is out of date.
Oh, right. They had to replace the hand scanner recently. Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy U-chips from that old terminal.
What happened to the old hand scanner?
No idea. Why would you even ask that? I didn't take it. Shut up.
Either way, the ID you gave me doesn't work.
Hey, listen, guy. The ID is tip-top. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old. Like you.
Well, have you got any newer replacements?
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. It stays there. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can only do that inside the city.
And without the update, I can't get across the bridge. I appear to be at an impasse.
Yikes. Well, that ain't good. Could maybe hack the bridge, but... Nah. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Did you say hack?
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on Minos?
Minos? Surely that's not based off the old Link system.
That's right. When they upgraded, they dumped the old Link tech.
Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Minos makes everything smart, smart, smart. Except the humans.
Anyway, you know how Hobbsworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobbsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't mess things up more when they break. But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Could I borrow your hacker? Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something for your hacker?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay, so if you won't trade me for that hacker, could you make me one?
For a price, and a whole lot of inconvenience.
What do you mean?
For starters, you need one of Hobbsworth's Minos scanners. You get me one of them, and then we can talk about next steps.
You mean this thing?
Oh, you found one already? Where'd you get it?
It was just lying around in Hobbsworth's hut.
He really should be more careful. Right then. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
How about a tasty Spankles?
Already had like 4 today, mate. Spankles is about as valuable as sand around here.
And probably less nutritious.
Hey, anything that makes your tongue glow in the dark can't be bad for you. It's science.
How about a delicious mini-K made with mostly real...
I heard that before. Not interested.
I don't know if you can use this, but how about this finger?
Okay, creepy. Let me take a look. Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle.
So it's a deal then. You'll hack this scanner, and the finger is yours.
You betcha. Pleasure doing business with you. Meet me at my workbench when you're ready.
Okay, so we're getting closer.
Alright, one Ember grade Minos hacker.
Thanks. So how do I use this thing?
You activate scan mode, obviously.
Okay. Right click.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place. Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles? You did it! You're smarter than you look. Okay, apply the hack and you'll be good to go. All right, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
Okay. Interesting. Will it work?
Apologies, but despite you being a valid user, we have decided to not dispense on this occasion.
At least I felt validated.
Really? Okay. Let's go. But first of all, let's look at the power cell. Maybe I can do something with the scanner. Probably can't, but we'll just go. No, I can't. Can't do anything around here. So I'm just gonna go over the bridge. Which closed down already again. Should be fine. Use. Let's run. And we're over it. We're over the Green River. Okay. Oh, droids! They're so cute. They're so cute. Is there anything I can do around here? I'm not gonna go up the obvious stairs. Seems like they're not that obvious because there's nothing up there.
Warning. This entrance is strictly vehicle only. All pedestrians...
Those guns look like they meant business.
I'm sorry, so I'm not supposed to get in this.
Warning. Extreme measures will be taken against non-compliant pedestrians.
Not supposed to get in there.
The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism. The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system.
Okay. I'm allowed to get in here.
Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan.
So I can go up here, but I can't really do much here. Don't know what to do. Oh, I can talk to this guy. Hello. Wait! Seriously. Oh, frick.
The large chute appeared to be part of a recycling process.
Okay, he's coming back. For recycling. Can I talk to you, my man? Talk. Hello.
Excuse me. Citizen Graham, you are not authorized for this area.
I was going to have to get used to being called Graham. I just wanted to ask some questions.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids are programmed to ask questions, not answer them.
2CU looks a little newer than you.
That's right. Supposed to be more socially orientated. I'd like to see her try and fix a bent shaft.
You're not like that other droid across the bridge.
You mean 2CU? That little jumped up Tim Pop voice box. That's all she is.
And you're a better model?
Better, older, tougher, more reliable. Underneath this steel skin lies the beating heart of a 13.7 volt power cell.
Oh. Wow.
Old tech, you see. Tested. Solid.
I have to kill
Whereas
him.
That flying volleyball over there runs on solar. Sun goes down, she's useless. But me, I can go all night long.
You mentioned a power cell?
Correct. I run off a 13.7 volt power cell.
Really? Would it fit in a truck?
It would fit in older models.
Like that truck over there?
Might do. Looks old enough.
What's beyond that door?
A corridor.
And after that?
The city.
Okay. And how do I get in?
You don't.
Why not?
Because you are a pedestrian, and doors do not open for pedestrians.
But they open for vehicles?
Yes, because it is a vehicle entrance.
Mind if I borrow your power cell?
But I would power down. Cease to exist.
That's taking a pretty pessimistic view.
Wouldn't you in my position?
Think of it as a well-earned retirement.
Sounds more like death.
That's all for now.
Maybe I have to exchange it and tell him the other one's better.
It was a grumpy-looking maintenance droid.
Please? Can't use. Can't use. Okay. So I probably... Probably have to get the old power cell and use it on him. I don't know. I hope it works.
The power cell was completely wrecked.
No, okay. Let's look at a hint. I hacked the bridge, but the doors only open for vehicles, and Wendell's truck is broken. How can I fix it? Wendell's truck needs a charged power cell to move. Maybe another one is in use somewhere. I know that already. I want more hints. I don't know what to do. It's gonna give me another hint in 11 seconds. I think probably after we've gone through that door, I'm gonna stop for today. 4YR has a power cell. Perhaps you can catch his attention somehow. I wouldn't know how. I really wouldn't know how. Give me another hint, please. 3, 2, 1. A moment of inspiration might strike if you stand between the conveyor and the exhaust fan. Moment of inspiration. Conveyor belt and the exhaust fan. So they're telling me to block the exhaust fan? Is that what they're telling me to do?
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
I know. Also, the quote-unquote recycling is just throwing stuff into the river. Okay, so we have to...
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system.
Wait.
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
Well, that crane goes straight there. Can I change the direction of the crane somehow? Can't even get close enough. I don't know. Enable the hack. Oh, and remove the rapidly data block to the set belt. Oh, I forgot about the hacker. Forgot about that. Cooling system, recycling outlet. Gently? Wait, exit. Recycling outlet. Okay. Rapidly. Apply. Is that it? Do I have to talk to him about it?
Hello,
All right, Citizen Graham. What do you want?
Thanks.
Okay, nothing. It's apparently not it. Is it? No. What did it say? Enable the hacker and move the rapidly data block to the set belt speed logic block. Okay, so that was right before. Rapidly. Once 4R gets picked up by the magnet, remove the power. Oh, he's gonna get picked up by the magnet? Oh wow, that didn't do that before. It didn't move that rapidly before.
Unacceptable cargo detected. 4Y, our unit has been alerted to solve the problem.
Native scrap pile! I am the unacceptable cargo! Let me down! You're risking the future of all that!
And a charged power cell.
Okay, then let's get over and put it in the truck. Hide in the back. And go through the door. Hello. Inventory. Power cell.
Your truck needs a new power cell.
Like a cheese sandwich needs chutney.
Here, this should do the trick.
Is that a new power cell? Juiced up? You beautiful man. How did you do it?
Well, it all started with a dead man in the desert.
I'm gonna stop you there, chum. Any story that starts with a dead man is best kept to yourself.
Hey, any chance of a lift into the city?
Typical. No one ever does anything from the goodness of their heart these days.
I just figured that...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it. Word to the wise. I'm only going as far as the delivery depot. You'll have to find your own way into the city from there.
Sure. I'll improvise.
Okay. So, I'm gonna get big.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
And then I'm
I'll
gonna
take
stop
your
the
word for
recording
it.
for
Just watch out for me neck bursts. I've lost enough business already. As far as I could take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies.
Quarantined?
Distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
I'm sorry, I have to stretch. Ooh, wow. That was quite the journey. 1.5 hours long. So we're going to save the game. And I will see you next time. Yeah, that was quite right. That was the right save. See you next time when it's time for Beyond the Steel Sky.